Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Centre says all aged above 45 years to be vaccinated from 1st April. Health Minister S. Pangyapom launches I-Learn application for community health officers in the state. Press Council of India Subcommittee members meets Chief Minister Nipurio. And Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button says state government is committed in uplifting talented sportspersons of the state. Centre has opened COVID-19 vaccination for everyone aged above 45 starting 1st of April. Briefing media after cabinet meeting in New Delhi today, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar requested all eligible persons to immediately register and get vaccinated. He said vaccination is the shield against COVID-19. Javadekar also clarified that vaccines are available in enough number and there is no scarcity. The Union Minister said in the last 24 hours, more than 32 lakh vaccines were administered. Nagaland Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangyapom today launched I-Learn, a capacity building and performance tracking application for community health officers, CHOs, in the state at his office chamber in Kohima. The state government launched I-Learn application in partnership with USAID Nishta, which will cater across 189 health and wellness centers in the state. I-Learn is a learning management system for CHOs with self-facilitated learning for improving and learning new skills in clinical and non-clinical areas. Speaking at the launching program, the Health Minister said, like any other states in the country, Nagaland has been impacted with COVID. He, however, said the state is committed to defeat the pandemic and as such, it has rolled out several interventions, including digital technology like the Naga telehealth services. The minister said the health workforces who have been on the front line fighting the pandemic must be provided with all the means to equip them with the right knowledge, skill and expertise to fight this pandemic. He therefore expressed confidence that this important initiative will enable to support CHOs in enhancing their skills and capacity in various domains and ultimately ensure provision of the quality and affordable health care services. Director Health Office, USAID, Sankita Patel reiterated commitment to support the state in all its efforts towards COVID-19 response and strengthening comprehensive primary health care. A three-member team of Press Council of India (PCI) subcommittee led by convener Jai Shankar Gupta today called on Chief Minister Nipurio at his residential office. During the interaction, the subcommittee briefed the Chief Minister on the purpose of their visit to the state and highlighted the various problems faced by journalists and media persons in the country, particularly in conflict areas. Highlighting on various issues and affairs of the state to the members, Chief Minister Nipurio said that the welfare of the press fraternity in the state is relatively good as compared to other states. Rio also apprised the subcommittee members on the steps taken by the state government for the welfare of the press fraternity. The meeting was also attended by Chief Secretary J. Alam, where he highlighted the situation of the state. Meanwhile, the PCI subcommittee members also met and interacted with media persons last evening. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button today said that the state government is committed towards uplifting young talented sportspersons of the state through Khelo India vision. He said Khelo India aims at promoting indigenous games and sports and urged the committed sportspersons to avail the opportunities. Button was speaking at the 36th Peg District Sports Association BDSA meet and first Naga style wrestling, which kicked off today at Tenizu village under Peg District. Button said that the Chakazan community has always been in the forefront, especially in the field of games and sports, which the rest of the Nagas need to emulate. He also said the people from the district are blessed with good physique, an essential quality of a sportsperson, adding an advantage for them. Further stating that games and sports are about skill, strength and stamina, Button urged the youngsters to stay away from harmful habits and lead a disciplined and healthy life. Earlier, the Deputy Chief Minister inaugurated the Kroni Kapu Memorial Ground at Tenizumi village. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News, Kohima. Supreme Court today refused to extend 6-month loan moratorium period offered by the Reserve Bank of India and said complete waiver of interest during the moratorium could not be granted. The apex court rejected appeals from various trade associations and corporate bodies to extend a 6-month loan moratorium period offered by the Reserve Bank of India. A bench headed by Justice Ashok Bhushan said the top court cannot do a judicial review of the centre's financial policy decision unless it is nullified and arbitrary. Last year, on 17 December, the bench headed by Justice Ashok Bhushan had reserved its verdict on a batch of pleas. The SC said no decision could be issued to the government or the RBI to announce any particular financial package or relief, and held that it could not issue directions to provide relief to particular sectors over and above others. The apex court directed that there should be no interest on interest or penal interest on any amount during the loan moratorium from any borrower. World Optometry Day is being celebrated today. The day is celebrated on March 23 as a symbol of celebrating optometry as a profession. Celebrating the day for the first time in the state, Nagaland Optometry Association organized a program at the Directorate of School Education under the theme Training of School Teachers on Vision Checking. Principal Director of School Education, Shanavas C. appreciated Nagaland Optometric Association for their contribution and encouraged them to organize various activities to raise awareness on the role of optometrists in helping people with their eye problems and eye care. He also emphasized on the need for preparation of a school development plan for those students having problem with vision, and said the department will plan for some pilot project in the near future. Shanavas added that students with accommodation and convergence problems will need structured vision training of the eyes in order to improve their reading skills. Food Safety Officer Kohima has been asked to initiate necessary action on matters relating to authenticity of the brand of honey in the markets. Deputy Commissioner Kohima Gregory Tejavele in an order said the Food Safety Officer can start taking necessary steps or make arrangements to ensure appropriate or authentic brands of honey in the Indian markets. The DC further ordered to ban or restrain from selling in the market against the adulterated honey sellers, companies, shops and malls till investigation or test report of honey is concluded, and satisfied test report for the human consumption filed by the Centre for Science and Environment and other government agency. Nagaland reported no fresh case of COVID-19 positive for 10 consecutive days, keeping the case tally unchanged to 12,225. While with no recoveries recorded, the total recovered cases also remained at 11,978 and the number of active cases stood at 2. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water, or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Centre says all aged above 45 years to be vaccinated from 1st April. Health Minister S. Pangyapom launches iLearn application for community health officers in the state. Press Council of India Subcommittee members meets Chief Minister Nipurio. And Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button says state government is committed in uplifting talented sportspersons of the state. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.